Now let's get bacon. Bacon. This is a vegan channel. Hello, welcome back to another Bake with Jack. These are like my favorite videos to film because I end up making my best work when I film these things. Today we're gonna do one of my favorite recipes. It is actually a coffee cake recipe. And originally I saw this recipe on TikTok maybe like 8 months ago and I made it and it was so good and I have not made it since then. So today is the day. It's happening. Sad to say that I cannot claim this recipe as my own. It's actually from Nora Cooks and I'll link her blog recipe down below. But it is so good. I needed to film it and share it for you all. This might be the best coffee cake to exist. And also my mind was kind of blown because I always thought coffee cake had coffee flavoring in it, but it doesn't. It's called coffee cake just because you're supposed to eat it with coffee. So there's no coffee in this. I always thought there was. Let's get started. Here is what you'll need. You need apple cider vinegar, pure vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, salt, soy milk, baking powder, unsweetened applesauce, canola oil, cinnamon, vegan butter, white sugar, and some brown sugar. You know step number 1, preheat the oven. We're gonna preheat to 350 this time. Okay, first things first, soy milk. We're gonna do a 1/4 cup of soy milk. I know how to measure, good girl. And you're gonna kind of put this off to the side, so use a little bowl for that. Then look at this fresh new apple cider with the mother in there. You know, that's the good stuff. What is it, good for your gut health? I don't know, something about it's really good for you. Get it with the mother. Okay, then get that mother and 1 tablespoon, which I have somewhere. So these were not supposed to go in the dishwasher, and I did, and now they look rancid, so don't judge me. Now you kind of mix this up first, and I believe the theory is so like the milk doesn't curdle. Like, is that the reason? Because the acid in the milk? I don't know. Smells interesting. So you're gonna let that kind of sit there. Okay, now time for the dry ingredients. Okay, first things first, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and I just made a mess everywhere. 3 cups, we do not mess around. Interpretive measuring, that's 1. I also feel like coffee cake is very seasonal and very fall vibes. Just like anything with cinnamon, I'm like, it's gotta be autumn. 2. This could be a mistake. 3. Next up, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And look at me, I've got so many fresh ingredients for this because I came prepared. 1 tablespoon. Now last Baking with Jack, I clearly could not do good mental, I was gonna just say mental health because I touched my, could not do mental health and mental math. Honestly, it's a doozy. I also just touched that to my head. That is unhygienic, but don't worry, it's just me eating it. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I've got a 1/2 tablespoon here, so I'm going to do 2. That is correct. 2 halves equals 1 whole. Very smart, Jaclyn. Next up, we got 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon is not the one with the B. 1/2 teaspoon. That's probably right now. Then we've got 1 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of canola oil. The recipe also says you can use coconut oil, which I think flavor-wise would pair really nice. But last time I made it with canola oil and I don't want to ruin a good thing. Then good old applesauce. So last time when I made this, I didn't have any applesauce, so I just kind of like blended up in my Vitamix an apple, and it kind of like left some chunks in it, and it was like this amazing kind of appley coffee cake. So do that maybe if you don't have applesauce. Next up, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then I'm going to add my lovely, oh, it did curdle my milk this time. Well, it looks a bit curdled, but let's hope it tastes fine. It's your handy dandy wooden spoon. I don't think you can ever really properly clean these, but you know, that's that extra flavor in there. It adds a little something. Ooh, we're getting it thick. Now we've got the lovely ghost chef back in the kitchen, aka my mom, who does all these Baking with Jacks. It really should be Baking with Jack and Mama Forbes. She is going to grease my pan, so that's just gonna be some vegan butter mixed with some flour. And the pan is greased. This is thick, double C. Wait, this is like thicker than last time I made it. Is this normal? Put your dough to the side. We're gonna make this streusel, aka like the best part. Streusel? Streusel? Sure. So for this, we're gonna do 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Brown sugar is just the elite sugar. It's just like molasses. 1/2. Next up is 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And you know what? I just watched this TikTok about this girl who got cinnamon poisoning because she ate too much cinnamon. And I was just about to say I like to go heavy-handed with it. But that video is making me question everything. Cinnamon poisoning, did you know that's a thing? Okay, so we're supposed to do 1 tablespoon. I like to, again, interpretive measure for this. This is 1/2 tablespoon. So that's like 1. Mix, mix, mix. I don't know if you can tell I'm a bit more quick paced this episode because I'm running out of light and I'm very concerned that you will not see my glorious final result in daylight. And I don't like not shooting in daylight for these videos. I've just been baking all day. Okay, now we're just gonna layer. So we're gonna do half of the dough down, then layer with cinnamon, then the other half of the dough, and then more cinnamon. This is how you get those like amazing kind of swirls. And holy, this is really thick and like dense. And I'm using a 9x9 tray here. You guys know bread is my favorite food. And this is like a sweet bread. I believe in the power that comes. Honestly, Nikki Afonski, is that her last name? The girl that sang that Olympic songs for the Olympics here in Vancouver in 2012, that song gets me through a lot. So this is what the first layer is looking like. Now we're just gonna layer the cinnamon sugar on top. There's no wrong way to do this. Holy, this, how much, is this the right amount of sugar? This does seem like a lot of sugar. I don't question it. I just go. So you've got a layer of beach sands now. Remember when Cake Boss was like at its prime? And they would do like a beach cake and they would use brown sugar for the sand. I thought that was the most innovative stuff ever. Now I'm gonna be smarter this time and try to dollop. Just a dollop of daisy. I'm beating Mother Nature. Okay, rest of the sugar is gonna go on. Oh, the sun is coming out. Cinnamon, sugar. This seems like so much brown sugar. You know those things that you just like don't want to know? You're like, I just want to eat this but not know exactly what's going on. What's going on in there? This is something special. I can tell you that. And like super quick to make, honestly. Really easy. Oh, this is like a Zen garden actually. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day. That actually brought me a lot of inner peace. Wow. Okay, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, drizzle on top, pop it in the oven. Ha, we're golden. 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Pop it in. You know what? I'm just like, I feel like I'm on Chopped and there's like a 10-minute countdown and I'm scrambling. What's the meme of the kid, like on the kid Chopped version? Or is it Iron Chef, Master Chef? Whatever the kid's version was. And he's like, I ruined my potatoes. That's what I feel like right now. Insert meme.
I have to restart my potatoes. Oh.
I am that child. It was me. Spoiler. Okay, this is, oh! That is really hot. We're in for a ride. Drizzle on top. Oh my God. It's like I boiled it in there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't my best drizzling work, but it's good enough. Okay, we're gonna put this in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 40 minutes. It's going in.
40 minutes. Starting now.
Yeah, Google. Whew, okay, cleanup time now. I'll see you when the coffee cake is ready. Come hungry, it's gonna be a good one. Okay, here is the finished product. It looks amazing. It's so thick and like dense and just, looks so good. All the sugar is like caramelized on the edges. I can't wait to cut on into this. Okay, I was really scared to do the flip. I did the flip though. Honestly, I can't wait to cut on into this. This looks unreal. I don't really know now what to do. It's like on the plate, but I'm like, what is next? I think I've just gotta cut a chunk out. I think that's the way to go. Oh, wow. Oh, it's like so gooey in the middle with a perfect crust on the outside. Whoa. Look at this loaf. Oh my God, I could actually cry out of happiness right now. We missed golden hour. I wish it was golden hour now. It would look so much more luxurious. But this is elite. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have a bite. This looks insane and it made so much. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. I actually just had my first bite and then I realized it wasn't recording. This turned out the best it ever has. It's so fluffy and so dense and I could just eat, I was gonna say banana bread. The video that started it all. Coffee cake. I could eat coffee cake every single day of my life. And the swirl. Sorry, but mom's making me laugh. The cinnamon topping, incredible. I can't get over how good the dough turned out this time. That size pan was definitely perfect. I could eat coffee cake, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is that good. Let me know if you try it out. You know the drill. Go to Instagram stories. Tag me in your recreations at Jaclyn Forbes. I will repost. I love seeing all your little recreations. I have all my Bake with Jacs in a series too, so if you like this, if you want to see more recipes, we've got the best chocolate chip cookie recipe of all time, which was my grandma's chocolate chip cookie recipe that I've kind of veganized. And a lot of the recipes are pretty foolproof. I am definitely no expert baker, but really now is the season to kind of like try it out and bake. And I don't know, I feel like a love language of mine is like giving people my creations and baking for them. So we got a lot of coffee cake to go through now. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my night. The sun is setting. It's been a good day. Thank you. What was it? Norris Cooks, the blog that I got this from. You are incredible. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, follow, like, do all the things, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.